What is up, you guys? In this video, I'm going to teach you how to solve contains duplicate in JavaScript. So for the problem description, we are given an array of integers as an input, and we want to find if the array contains any duplicates. And if it does contain any duplicates, we should return true. And we should return false if every number is unique. So if we look at some examples, we would return true here because there is a duplicate right here, 1 and 1. Similarly, we don't have any duplicates in this array, so it'd be false. And this one contains a bunch of duplicates, so it's just true. And there's a very simple approach we can do to solve this problem optimally, and I'm going to show you how we can do that. So I'm going to hop into my VS Code, and I'm going to debug and kind of show you how the solution works. So in this example, we have this function, and we're taking in as a parameter nums. And I have our test cases down here, and I'm just running it on test 2. 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's run it on test 1 because this one is the one that has the duplicate, so we want to return true. So I'm going to run and debug and show you how I set it up. So firstly, I set up this hash table. And why I want to set up a hash table is as we iterate over these numbers in the array, we want to make sure we haven't seen the number before. And if we have, then we definitely want to immediately return true because there's a duplicate. So essentially all I do is I iterate over nums. So I initialize this empty object, which we will then use to store keys and values. So first, we're going to start iterating over the array. Okay, we step into it and we check, hey, have we seen this number before? AKA, is it in our hash table or JavaScript object? And if we haven't seen it, we're just going to store this, store that number as a key. And just set, and it could, honestly, the value could be anything. I just put it as 1. And as I press this, you could see that 1 gets stored in our hash table with a key and value. Next, we go to the next value in the nums array. And the next value in the nums array is 2. We haven't seen it before, so we would, boom, add it. So key value pair. We go to the next one. It's going to be 3. So have we seen 3 before? It's not in our hash table, so we'd say nope, it's not in it. We're going to add it as a key value pair. Or finally, at the last element of nums, I is equal to 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. And so we check, hey, is 1 in this hash table? So what this is doing is checking, is this key accessible in this object? And it is, so we immediately return true. Let's say this number was like 5, it wouldn't enter this if statement, and it would finish going over the whole array and just return false. But in this case, we do have a duplicate, so we return true, and we print out the result to console. It's just true. So that's pretty much the solution. And for space complexity, it's going to be O of n because this hash table will scale linearly as we have a larger array of integers, because we're going to have to check more and more as we increase the input to check, like, let's say like it's always at the end, it would scale, because that's the worst case scenario, is your duplicate is at the end. So we'd have to scale linearly. And for time complexity, it would also be linear because worst case scenario, we have to traverse the whole array like we did in this first problem. And you can imagine it just scales as the array gets bigger and bigger. So that would be the solution. And so that's pretty much it, how you'd solve it. I hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel because I'm going to start trying to post a video every weekend. And if you want, shoot me a follow on Twitter or GitHub. I'm really active on those two. And I hope to catch you guys in the next video. All right, peace.